Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, February the 20th, 2025, and we are back for another episode of Bricks and Beyond, a creator showcase series. Bear with me tonight, fighting through something, so if I sound a little off, I apologize, but I'll be making it through this because I'm excited for the guest this evening. For those of you that might be joining in for the very first time, Bricks and Beyond is a creator showcase series that highlights members of the LEGO community, essentially giving you a personalized look into the person behind the account. Today's guest was born and raised in the Pelican State, which is also known as Louisiana. He is a LEGO fan with an incredible collection. He is a genius at reel making. And I must say, I recently found out he is also a dedicated foodie. So without further ado, let me bring Eric on here. Hello, how are you?
Hello, everybody.
How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How
Oh,
about you?
I was just learning some stuff about. I always like to learn about where people are from, and so I never knew Louisiana was the Pelican State. I
Yeah,
always heard about the bayous and all that, so
yeah,
kind of threw me for a loop.
that is a state bird. So yeah, that
Yeah,
that, that makes
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. I've never been to Louisiana before.
Mm,
It definitely is on my bucket list. Obviously, New Orleans is down there. So I'd like to see the history and all that goes into that. But yeah, I go to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, and their baseball team's the Pelicans. So
nice.
I always always assumed that was something over South Carolina way. But that's why I research what I
Mm,
do. So,
mm.
anyways, how's your week going this week?
It's going pretty good. Just work stuff. That's basically it.
Yep,
So yeah,
the boring stuff, right?
yeah. Well, I won't call myself boring
Okay.
because
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
hey, if you can say you don't have a boring job, then kudos to you
Mhm.
because I would say, yeah. I mean, I'm not. Mine's not boring, but I mean, definitely things I could be doing that would be more fun. But
Yeah.
save that for another day. So, now curious, in Louisiana, what's the weather usually like? Do you ever get snow down there?
Well, okay. So technically, I don't stay in Louisiana no more.
Ah, gotcha.
Uh,
Okay,
I'm from there, but I
okay.
stay in Houston. I stay in Houston, so
That's right. You're in Houston. Okay,
yeah, so
okay,
it's not that far away. So it's pretty much the same
okay.
weather. Usually hot. Right now it's cold.
Yep.
I don't know. The weather in Houston is very bipolar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually decent amount of snow down there this year, right?
yeah. Was it in January? I
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Enough to build a snowman or a Lego brick out of.
Basically, yeah, yeah. We get it like every 5 years or
Oh,
so,
okay.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's something out of the norm, something you don't get to see every year. I did come across. They do make molds now, like plastic molds of Lego bricks that you can dig in the snow, and then you can
Really?
actually stack them to try to make like igloos and whatnot. So,
Yeah, I actually knew
um,
that.
yeah, maybe in
Well, granted,
another
yeah,
4 years.
granted, I'm not in like a state that snows a lot, so maybe that's why
Yeah,
I don't never see it.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well, in 4 years, as you said, maybe if on the fifth year comes around, you can go invest in some Lego brick molds.
yeah, I'm definitely will look into that. Hmm.
All right. So today's Thursday. Any big plans for the upcoming weekend?
Yeah. Tomorrow, which is kind of crazy, I'm going to what's it, Circus Dulé. So I don't know what this
Oh
is.
yeah.
Like a something. I don't know what it is. I got invited to it,
Okay.
so I was like, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
Because I get yeah, what my food page, I get invited to a lot of stuff all the time.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, that's basically it.
I'm glad you brought that up because I just learned that about you. That's a whole side of you I didn't know existed.
Hmm.
We are going to get into that
Okay.
because I think it's worth chatting about since this
Yeah.
night's about people getting to know you.
Mm.
So we will get into that. But yeah, so have you ever been? I've never been to one of the Cirque du Soleil. They look interesting,
Yeah.
but I've never been to one. So this is your first as well.
Yeah, it's my first time. I didn't even know it was in Houston,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
they emailed me, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll
Sure. Yeah.
go."
Well, report back. I don't know. Will you post anything when you're there?
If you follow my food page, I will be posting
Okay.
stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
basically, yeah.
I'll check it out because I actually did work a few years ago with a lady who she did some of the choreography for a Cirque du Soleil show.
Mhm.
And I mean, the stuff blows my mind. Like I can't even imagine myself trying to bend in the ways that some of those people do.
Yeah, I was looking at their video. I was like, how do they do
Yeah,
that? I don't.
yeah.
I, like if I try to
Well,
do that, my body gonna break.
there, there's a challenge for you, Eric. Post a video yourself trying.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna
You
try.
will break the internet if you post a video.
Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll come up with a Lego video, something that relates
Yeah,
to that, and maybe I'll go viral.
yeah. Hey, you never know. It's always the stuff. Well, yeah, you know what? No, that's the one that won't. The one that you put all the thought and time into,
Mhm.
and you'll get, just a little bit, and then you'll do something else, and that's the one that goes viral, you know?
Trust me, I on my food page, I know this all too well.
Yeah. I hear you. Trust me, I hear you. All right. So obviously, we're in the Lego world together here, so that's why we're here.
Mhm.
But the purpose of why I started the series is because I wanted people to get to know the person that's actually behind the account,
Yeah.
not so much focusing on Lego. We will talk about Lego here at the end or the second half of this, but
Yeah.
I'd like to start off, introducing you and getting people to know you as a person. So, as I mentioned in the introduction, so you were born and raised in Louisiana, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, in New Orleans. If
Okay.
my
So,
if
oh,
anybody,
actually in New Orleans. Okay.
yeah.
Now, so
Oh,
how
sorry if you hear all
long?
that noise in the back.
That's okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So how long were you living in New Orleans for your life?
Okay, I was living there till I was 13. So whenever Hurricane Katrina happened,
Oh,
that's
that's
when I
right.
moved. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah, it was
Now,
actually like 2 weeks before my birthday, which is kind of
okay.
crazy. Yeah.
So that's interesting to know. Now, do you remember like all that went on at that time?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now,
It's it.
as a child, how scary was that?
Well, I was 13. I didn't know much,
Yeah.
but I mean, we was this close to staying, and
Okay.
if we would have stayed, I don't know what would have happened
Yeah.
because the
Yep.
water did get really
Okay.
high, especially even though we lived on the second floor. It
Sure.
it, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Sure. Now, have you ever gone back to where you grew up to kind of see, does it look the same or does it look different, the area?
No, it's very different. It's
Different.
everything
Okay.
was tore
Yep.
down. They got new houses there now, so it looks
Okay.
much better though. So
Well, I mean,
that's pretty
you
cool.
know, yeah, well, it's probably, that's what's always interesting to go back to where you grew up and just see how things have changed. Now, yours changed for a reason most people probably don't go through,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, it's, always like a nice memory as a kid, like going back to, your roots and whatnot.
Mhm.
So you were there till 13. So then where did you guys go when the news came out that Katrina was coming?
Came straight to Houston, and I've been
Okay.
here ever since.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay,
mhm.
so then you like it there, obviously.
Yeah, I love Houston. It basically changed my life. So
Okay, that's
I love it here.
another bucket list place I have to get to is Houston, Dallas. I'd like to get
Mhm.
to pretty much anywhere Texas. I mean, so much
I would,
history and stuff.
yeah, I would definitely say go to Houston first because
Okay,
it's much more stuff to do here,
okay,
and it's a bigger city. So yeah.
okay. Well, knowing what you do now with your other page,
Mhm.
I'm gonna trust you on that because I'm a food guy.
Uh, hey, I know you saw the follow account. A lot of people trust me. So yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Mhm.
So then, I think you mentioned you do have siblings, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many siblings do you have?
I have one brother and one sister.
Okay, and are you the middle or are
I'm
you
the I'm the oldest.
you're the oldest? Okay, so then what's the gap between you and is your sister the youngest?
No, yeah, my sister's
Okay,
youngest. Okay, so now the funny part about this, my brother, he's exactly 3 years younger than me.
okay.
So we have the same birthday,
Seriously,
which is yeah, kind of crazy.
wow,
Hmm.
interesting. I don't think I've ever met anybody with a sibling with the same birthday.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Okay, so you're 3 years apart, and then how much younger is your sister then?
she's about 11, 12 years. I always
Okay.
forget. Yeah, it's around
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, so excuse me. So you and your brother probably, growing up, what did you guys like to do
Uh,
growing up?
ooh, that's a lot. We played a lot of video games. We were big Pokemon
Yeah,
fans,
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh fans, Digimon. We basically did everything 90s kids
yeah,
did back then.
yep,
That's basically what we did. So yeah.
yep. Now,
Hmm.
were you guys, because this seems to be that time where it was like the last of the kids that enjoyed going outside.
Hmm.
Did you guys venture outdoors and
Yeah.
do the usual getting into trouble kind of stuff?
Okay. Okay. So we definitely was outside,
Yep,
but we didn't like get in
that's good.
trouble. We was good
Yep.
kids, if you want to say that. But yeah, we were just out and about or just playing outside most of the time. That's just how I've seen it or saw it. But yeah, I love my childhood, so it was great.
Uh,
Mhm.
so when I was a kid, we same thing. We'd go outside, but I found interesting ways to get in trouble. The one time I decided to sell tickets to a
Mhm.
football game that we were going to have in my front yard. I
Mhm.
collected the money, gave the tickets, but we never had the football game. And then my mom found out about it. So it's just like stupid stuff.
Yeah, I've been through that before, so I did.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
but I think that's what kids are missing now, like that imagination of coming up with stuff and being outside. It's
Mhm.
a lot of screen time now. It's I don't know, the imagination's just not there, and
No,
I wish there was a way to get something going to help these kids, get back on track with that. But
they take the iPads away. That's basically it. Just take those away.
it isn't,
Or the phones.
what? It is funny when you do take the screens away, how, how a kid's mind has to adjust to,
Hmm.
like, it's almost like they go into survival mode. It's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So then, as a kid, did you, what would you say, did you have a favorite, like a favorite hobby or a favorite sport that you enjoyed to play, or did you play any sports in school?
Yeah, I did everything. I would say my favorite hobby. Ooh, it was either video games or like Pokemon cards at the time,
Yep.
or
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Either one, it's something like that. I would say video games because I did that a little bit more.
Okay.
And for sports, I play mostly basketball, football.
Okay.
That was my thing. That's my two
Sure.
favorite sports.
Yep.
So
Now, another interesting. So, going off of that, with the hobbies that you had, did you
mm,
keep your Pokemon cards or your video games, or did they all find their way getting sold off?
uh, my Pokemon cards, I know for sure those got stolen. So
Oh, geez, that's even worse.
yeah, yeah. Ever since that day, I just forgot about them until like
Yeah.
maybe 10 years later
Yep.
when I got back into it. With the video games, I think I lost most of them in the hurricane, so I
Oh,
never.
that's right. Okay.
The only thing that I know for sure that I still have is my Game Boy
Oh,
SP. It's
nice.
still in rough. It's the
Yep.
red one.
Yep.
It's in my closet somewhere, but
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I still have that.
Oh, it kills me when because you probably had like you would have been first edition Pokemon cards,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Same with me, man. I sold them at a store for $10, and now you look back and like, oh my gosh.
Now, my favorite Pokemon cards was definitely like the Gen 2 area ever,
Okay,
though, because, I had my favorite Pokemon, which is Lugia,
not familiar
and
with them.
I was
I'll
always
have
on
to
the
look it up.
search for that one, but I never
Okay.
got it. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's stuff.
Is the hunt still on? Or do you still look if you're ever at a card shop or anything?
Have you seen the Lugia prices? Oh
I
my
have
God.
not.
No,
All right,
no.
talk to me in Lego pricing. What are we looking at in retired Lego? Give me a retired Lego
Ooh.
piece that could be comparable.
So if I was looking for actually, now that I think about it, I don't think there's a Lego set that costs, not even a retired set that costs that much. Ooh.
All right, give me the price. What's the price?
It's. I want to say. I think the card is like if you was to get it PSA
Yep.
10. I think it would be. Is it over 20,000?
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
want to say it's that. I'm pretty sure
Wow.
it's over
Okay.
10,000 for sure. I know that for
Okay.
sure.
So
Yeah.
that's basically like we're talking a Mr. Gold, a Cafe Corner. Um, what else can we toss in there? Some of
Oh,
their
that.
Comic Con exclusives.
Yeah, that Star Wars set. That the one with the
Oh,
Boba
Cloud
Fett
City.
figure.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. That one.
So basically, we could get all those retired Lego sets or the one Pokemon card.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what would you do? Now you're in a dilemma.
Uh, I told myself I'm never getting that card, so oh well.
Yeah,
I
fair.
mean, and plus the Pokemon. Plus, the Pokemon hobby is just on a craze now because it's
Yeah.
hard to get Pokemon cards. Every time I go to Target, you don't see them. Everybody then scalp them, and
Yep.
yeah, I don't know.
We've been talking about that recently about some of the new Pokemon stuff
Mhm.
and how I think it's funny how like some stores, especially like the Lego store is one of them on release day, they'll put like one per guest or two per guest. And then sometimes Target does that, sometimes Target puts them behind the counter, but then now it seems like they're back to just tossing the stuff out there and people just come and grab them all. So
Mhm. Have
it's
you
it's a shame.
have you seen like any of the Costco videos?
Oh
So,
gosh,
so,
yeah, yeah. Well, okay, so let me ask you a question because this was a debate we were having one night. So let's say you're at we'll just use Costco for example. So somebody's
mm,
at Costco and you see this guy and he just plows every single box in his cart. Okay, now technically that cart is not his property, correct?
correct.
So are those cards technically his at that point, or can you go up and grab them out of his
See,
cart?
okay, so now I thought about this many times. So I was like, if I see somebody do this in front of me, I promise you, I will take something out that card. I'm not leaving out here with something. I'm leaving here with something. That's what I was. I came here for a reason. I need
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I agree. If it's in the cart, it's not yours.
Mhm.
If you paid for it, that's different. But if you're just walking around with a cart full of boxes,
Mhm.
I say you're fair game. Especially if I see a child that did not get one of those boxes because you took them all. Like
Right.
I'm grabbing a box for that kid. So, well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, as long as it's not like some bodybuilder, mean
Yeah.
looking guy, then that's
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
them.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, dang, hey, you can take them, bro. Hey, do what you want
No,
with
I hear you. All right. So before we got into that, we were talking about so you're close to your brother. Now, was your brother into the same hobbies and sports as you? So you guys kind of piggybacked off each
it.
other, basically.
Yeah, mostly. Except for maybe like sports.
Okay.
I mean, he watches it, but he never like actually played it as much as
Yeah,
I
sure.
did. But the other hobbies, definitely for
Okay.
sure. Mhm.
And then what about your sister? Is she just because of the age gap? She was just kind of in her own.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah, basically.
I get it
I
too.
was, I
Yeah.
mean, we close. I mean, I was around her, but
Yeah. Yeah.
now
No.
that I think about it, yeah, now that I think about it, I don't know she has a hobby. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, so in let's ignore Katrina because that's not a positive or a fond memory. So, do you have any memories that really stick out to you or that you really enjoy thinking about as a kid,
Um. Hmm, as a kid,
or any special places you went as a kid, or anything that you remember vividly or
oh,
vividly?
I would say the theme park that New Orleans used to have. It was called Jazzland, I think, something
Oh,
like that.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a theme park. It was like Six
Yeah.
Flags or something like that.
Okay.
That's something I always remember
Yeah. Yep.
until it closed down. And yeah,
Yep.
yeah, they've been
Yep.
trying to bring it back, but no lucks.
No, I was gonna say amusement parks once they close, it seems like you can never get them back to
Mhm.
what they used to be, which is unfortunate. I think a lot of amusement parks are kind of pricing themselves out nowadays too.
That's
Um,
yep.
like we have one by us that it's a nice family park, but the tickets only it's like almost less than $50 in Disney World, and I'm like, why would I spend that? When I mean, granted, you have a whole bunch of other costs at Disney World, but why
Dang.
would I spend that to go on these crappy rides when I could go down to Disney World?
Yeah, I just seen like the video of like Disney tickets were like I don't know like $200
They're
each or something like that. It's
they're
crazy. I
expensive.
was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you basically, I'm guessing you have to take like I don't know, some kind, unless you're very wealthy, and
Mhm.
if you have like more than two or three kids, I don't know how you afford to take a family there. That's
But somehow it's always back.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I know. Well, you know what? Disney fans are pretty much like Lego fans. They are dedicated to what they do.
Mhm.
I think they have more of a cost though than we do,
Yeah.
but
Especially big
unless
ones.
you live, unless you
Well, I
live
know
there.
I know some of them had those annual passes or something like
Yeah,
that, where they could just go in
yep.
there. You don't have to worry about
My
nothing. But yeah, it's still pricey.
my cousins moved to Florida
Mm.
And then I guess I think you get like the in-state perks, discounted perks too. So that helps.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we have nowhere to move to get discounts with Lego.
yeah.
So
See, my girlfriend, she always talk about because she used to live in Florida. She had a
okay,
driver's license in Florida. She always talk about the discounts because she
yeah.
has a driver's license. And I was like, okay, yeah. Well, whenever we go, we can definitely use that. Please don't change it though, because
Oh, that's funny. All right. So before we get into Lego, last thing here. Are you okay sharing? What do you do for work? I was just
okay,
curious.
actually we already talked about that already. I do the food blogging for work.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that is okay. Interesting. So that nice segue because I didn't realize that was the job here. So let's get into that because I I've been on your page on
Mhm.
Instagram number of times. The reels drag me in. So I never saw the. Is it a link? Yeah, link tree, right? You have a link tree.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they
Okay.
also I also have it tagged in my bio in case you just want to click on it
Yeah,
and
so
right there.
I didn't realize that there was something in the press that showed more.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
missed that, and so I never saw that. So when I was doing my research prior to this, I saw that drop down, and I was like, "What is this page?" So
Mhm.
then I saw it's Eric Eats, correct? Is
Mhm.
that okay? Yep. All right. So that is your daily living. That's your job. That's what you do. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, that's incredible. All right. So how'd you get into that?
Okay, so it started actually just it started over 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I just made 6 years in January. I just randomly made a Instagram page and I just started posting food because that was always my dream, just to
Yeah. Okay.
go around and try food. And ever since like I want to say like the 7 or 8 month mark
Okay.
after the page, it just blew up. And after
Sure.
that, it just all hell break loose
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Mhm.
So, so, what, how did you turn it in from an Instagram page to a job essentially?
Uh, it took me a couple of years. I'm trying to, what did I do? Yeah, I just kept grinding.
Yeah.
After like a couple of years, I started charging more. So when I started doing that, that's when I know I can, make a lot of money from it.
Okay.
So that's when I started, um, you know, making it as my job or,
Sure.
something like that. Or like a
Yep.
side hustle or something like that.
So then do these places hire you? Is that how it works? So you come in, they hire you to come in and do like reviews on like what they have?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So how it works is usually restaurants or brands hit me up to come out, try their
Okay.
food, help promote their restaurant, or I just go to restaurants
Sure.
on my own, like I did today. Like I just came from one like a couple hours ago,
Yep.
and I, just post a video and go from there.
And that's that.
Yeah.
I saw the one I can't remember if that was today or yesterday with the hot or the spicy honey butter chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah, that was today.
Oh, man, jeez.
Hmm. It
Well,
was
so
huge. It was
yeah,
huge.
that's what I said too. I was like, I'm here thinking about like, and I know that's more of a was that a sit down restaurant or was that a walk
Yeah.
up?
No, it's a sit
Sit
down.
down. Okay.
Sit down.
Because I'm over here sitting. I'm like, geez, I just spent $10 at Chick-fil-A last night for that little, sandwich, and then you're over here. What did that sandwich cost? Maybe like was it under 15?
Yeah, it was under 15. Oh, yeah, it was under 15 for
Man,
sure. Yeah.
that's
I
ridiculous.
think it was
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
maybe 11, 12 or something like
Oh
that.
my
Something
gosh.
like that.
Yeah, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
Uh, so yeah, so I actually did look. So that food page, based off of no, I know it might not be when you first started with it, but the account info said 2019. So that's when the Eric Eats account started.
Yeah.
And so you're up to over 223,000
Yeah.
followers on that page. So basically, so you go somewhere, you post or you try the food, you review it, you post it, and then how often are you doing that in a given week?
I'll say like 4 to 5 times a week. I try
Okay.
to take some days off, but usually like 4 to 5 days out the week.
And
Mm.
are they all? They can be like anything you want: breakfast, lunch, dinner, wherever.
Whatever. It could be whatever piques my interest. That's basically how it
So,
goes.
so how many times a day do you have to exercise to work off what you eat?
I don't exercise.
Gosh, you're killing me, man.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna let you know my little secret. I don't eat all the food. That's
Ah,
I. What
okay,
I do is
okay.
because a lot of restaurants give me a lot of food. Like
Oh,
if
I
you ever
bet.
look at one of my videos, sometimes it just be a spread of
Yeah,
food.
yep.
I'll just try some of it or
Okay,
all of it. I'll try all of it, and I'll just get the rest of my family or something.
okay,
they'll
okay.
eat, they'll eat the rest of it.
You have me nervous. I thought you were like man versus food here every every week.
Now, if that was happening, I'll probably be
Yeah.
deciding.
Well, so that's an interesting question though. Has anybody ever had you do like one of those food challenges or have it? No.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Yeah, yeah. Um, Actually, it was two different ones, and there was like spicy ones.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
one of them, actually, no, it was one, but the other one was it was a hot chicken one, and they just wanted me to try their most spiciest one
Interesting.
ever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Didn't go
I told myself
well.
never again. And the other one was a ramen spot, and it
Ooh.
was a big, huge bowl of ramen.
Okay.
It was it was their spiciest ramen I ever had in my life. I had to try to eat it in 10 minutes. I was like,
Oh, wow. Yeah. Good.
yeah, no.
Oh, I love it. For everybody that's just joining in, we're talking with Eric here. I just learned recently that Eric has his own Eric Eats page here and also on Instagram. And he basically travels around throughout the week to different restaurants, does reviews on foods, posts them online. Go check that out. I was just asking him how he stays so in shape with eating all this food while the secret's out. We'll let you rewatch to find out what the secret is. But now, so you said 4 to 5 places a
Hmm.
week. So we're talking about what, maybe 20 some spots a month or so.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's about right.
okay. So do you do you have to give them advance notice
Mm.
when you're coming? And then,
Um, yeah, okay, so for the spots that like to invite me out to their restaurants,
mhm,
they have to let me know like a week or so in advance
okay.
because a lot of spots hit me up. And for the spots, I just go out and try it on my own. That's just like my free
Yeah.
day, and I just try some off my list. And
Okay.
yeah, I just do it like
Okay.
that. So yeah.
Gotcha. Now,
Mhm.
are you solely doing places in the Houston area, or are you expanded outside of Houston as well?
I'm trying to expand, but it's mostly Houston because every day a Houston restaurant is opening. So
Sure. Yeah.
it's
That's a
I,
it's a big area.
yeah, I can do this forever. To be honest,
Yeah.
just the way with the restaurants keep opening.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about that industry is restaurants come and go, and um, I would assume you've probably seen them come and go as well.
Mm.
And then, is that something? I know you never want to see a place close,
No.
but if you've eaten a food from a place, and then the place ends up closing, are you typically able to see the correlation as to why?
Uh, um, I don't. In recent memory, I don't remember that
Okay.
happening. Uh, Actually, it's probably been like at least 3 or 4 years since that last
Okay.
happened. But mostly it just be because of either location, prices,
Yeah.
or just food quality or something like that.
So now you're solely reviewing on the food, correct? Like you don't do service or like
No,
restaurant in general?
yeah, okay. The reason why I don't do that is because I get a lot of special treatment,
Ah,
and
gotcha.
it's no point in trying to review that if I'm
Yeah, yeah.
getting special treatment.
Yep.
Yeah,
Enough said. Everything's perfect.
yeah,
All
exactly.
right. So, of all the places that you've been, and I'm not going to ask you to put any names out there, but what would you say some of your most favorite foods have been?
Ooh, hmm. I would say ever since I like started food blogging, I would say maybe birria tacos.
Okay.
Um, uh, some pho because I never had pho before I started blogging. So,
Expand on that. What is that?
oh, it's a Vietnamese noodle dish. It's kind of like
Oh,
ramen,
okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
it's just
Okay.
basically
Sounds like
that.
something I
It's
would eat. Yeah.
kind of similar. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. All right. And then in the flip side, what would you say? What is maybe something that you've tried that you wish you would have never tried,
Ooh.
if anything?
I would say sushi. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I,
can't do it. I can't
I
do
can't come to terms with sushi.
it.
with you on that one. Now, because you say that, if you eat a piece of like a burger or a steak, are you a rare, medium, or well done kind of guy?
I would say like for steaks, maybe like medium well.
Okay.
Burgers, medium well to well done.
Okay.
I never had
Yeah.
like a rare burger, so I'm not sure.
My uncle does. He always does medium rare, and that thing comes out. And I'm just like, I'm waiting for it to move still.
Yeah,
Like it's just.
I can't look at something like
Oh, that's funny. All right. So now that we know some more about you here, and again, for anybody who missed, this recording will get posted, so you guys can go back and watch everything we talked about here. Moving forward, so let's get into your Lego journey here.
Yep.
So when we were talking the other day, you had mentioned, so as far as you can remember, there was no Lego when you were growing up, correct?
Yeah, so the only Lego that I remember was maybe like the big building
Yep.
blocks ones, the little kids ones. That's the only thing I remember. But
Yep.
besides that, I never thought about it,
Sure.
or seen it around, or knew people
Yep.
that had it. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Nope. That's what I always say. I had I think I had one of like the Viking pirate ship boats,
Mhm.
and then maybe one other thing, and that was it. I didn't really pay any attention to it. Like it wasn't really broadcasted. So it's interesting. But then again, so you were doing the Pokemon stuff, the sports that kept your time. Um, you don't remember any friends or cousins or anything having any Lego either.
No,
Just was a Lego-less world at the time.
basically, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then moving forward here, when did you get into Lego as an adult?
Ooh, it was like the last 4 or 5 months of 2022. I don't. It was like
Okay.
September or October,
Okay.
somewhere around there. I don't remember the
Yep.
exact month
All
though.
right.
Yeah.
And is there a story like how you kind of came into it?
Okay, so I keep thinking about this, but I don't remember what got me into it.
Okay.
All I remember is going into Target, walking past the Lego aisle, and then I went down it. I was like,
Okay.
oh, okay. And I was just looking around, and I saw a couple of sets that I wanted,
Okay.
or three of them that I wanted,
Okay.
and I was like, yeah, okay, I might just do one.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the first one I picked up was the Lego architecture Giza pyramid
Oh
set.
yeah. Nice. Okay. So
And it took me 2 weeks to build.
okay. And then
Yeah.
so from there, the rabbit hole opened.
Yeah.
So what were the other two sets that caught your
Uh,
eye?
one was the NASA Space Shuttle Discovery
Okay. Yep.
that just recently retired, and Optimus Prime
Nice.
set. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when you got the first set, so you have that now, you build it, the Giza pyramid. What was your plan? Like, did you have any plan of attack from there on out? Like you would, or you just kind of just went all in?
I just went all in. Well, no, because after those three sets, it took me like a good 6 months to actually get into it.
Okay.
It's like a reason for that, but I mean, unless you really want to know, but it took me like 6 months to actually get into it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, you got a lot going on. I mean, you're
Mhm.
doing a lot of food stuff then, so I mean that takes up its time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um, so then, so you started down this collecting rabbit hole. Now, when you started going after other sets,
hmm
were you aware of the retired realm of sets at that point, or were you just going retail?
Okay, so I don't know if I knew about retire sets,
Okay.
but I remember after the Optimus
Yep.
Prime one that I got, I did get Voltron, and I know
Uh,
that one was
okay.
retired.
Yep. Okay.
So, but I think I was just looking it up certain Lego stuff.
Yep.
I was looking up Power Rangers Lego,
Okay. Yep.
Voltron, and stuff like that,
Yep.
and they popped up, and I was like, oh, I need that one.
Wouldn't
Some
that be nice if there were Power Rangers Lego? I mean,
I seen one in the Lego Ideas
I
submission.
I
Yeah.
saw a couple of those. That's another thing we were talking about. could that be up Mattel's sleeve? Since Power Rangers is part of the Mattel brand,
Yeah. Oh,
so.
okay. So yeah, I've seen that, but isn't Transformers as well?
See, that's what I thought. So I don't understand how IPs work.
Yeah,
I'll be very interested to see how that all works. Because I would love Power Ranger stuff. I mean,
that
that's childhood.
that's true.
Um,
Rub on. Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, I think it would sell like hotcakes. You see the toys now. I mean, I had all those toys.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was also trying to. That's what I was trying to collect before I got into Lego,
Okay.
but I just yeah, I stopped doing that.
Well, I didn't. I looked this up the other day because I was curious about the Power Rangers. I remember like the first few series and whatnot. But man, first of all, they're still around, which is incredible. Um, but they've gone like so off course with all the different like space and jungle and all this kind of stuff. But apparently, what they've done, it's worked to stay around for what, over 25 years.
I think it's like 30 now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yep.
Yeah, 30 now. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then, for your collection that you have right now,
Mhm.
do you have it tracked fully in any sort of inventory system?
Well, on the Brick
Yeah, break.
app,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
that's basically it. I don't have every set on there yet because I still need to add to, like the smaller ones, but
Yep.
otherwise, I got all my big ones on
Okay.
there for sure.
Sure. Now, do you know roughly how many sets you have built at the moment?
Okay, so it's about a good right now in this room a good 75 maybe.
So wait. So what does this room mean? Is there
No,
another
no, no,
room?
no, no. Just like,
I was like, whoa, 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 wait a second. Let's wait.
because it used to be way more. So because I sold a lot of them to like bricks and
Okay.
minifigs because I was just trying to get room.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Yep. I get it. So then I know you have a nice backlog inventory. I try whatever we want to call it here. And most of those sets are retired sets,
Yeah,
correct?
I'd say a good majority of them are retired
Okay.
sets. Or
So in your mind, because I've seen some of the videos here, and there is an internal struggle of do I build it or do I open it? So do you have any sort of I'm going to say like basis in your mind of what makes you say, okay, I'll open this and build it, compared to what says I'm not going to open it?
uh, no, because funny enough, I just opened this one.
I see.
So yeah, I don't. And this thing is worth like
I
$1,000.
know,
So
I know. That's I think that's probably one of the last retired sets left that I'm still hunting down
mm,
myself. But I saw you have I'm going to draw a blank on the actual name, the one with the T-Rex and the front Jurassic Park gate. No, that's still sealed, correct?
yeah, yeah.
And where you build that
Oh,
one?
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
After I just seen what Lego just introduced, I'm definitely building it. So
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it yet,
Uh,
but
the
the T-Rex.
fossils. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, that would be cool to pair next to each other. I
mm.
did not realize how big of a set that is. I mean,
I
it's
say the same
massive.
thing. I say the same
Yeah,
thing. I was like, yo, what the hell?
yeah. My buddy has it. It's called the T-Rex. Is it
Rampage.
Breakout or Rampage or
Rampage.
something like
Yeah,
that?
that's the Rampage.
My buddy has it set up, and he has all the light kits on his sets,
Mm,
and it is gorgeous with the light kits because you have the flicker flames on the front gate.
uh,
Um, I just didn't realize how big the T-Rex was. Like it's
yeah,
massive.
yeah. I
So
saw it. Yeah, I saw it in person at one of my bricks and minifigs, and I was like,
okay,
that big? I was
yes,
like,
yeah.
yo, what the hell? I
So
didn't.
so now what shelves do you use for your
Um,
displays?
Majority of the shells that I use is from Target.
Okay.
I forgot what they call it, like Loring 5 shelf bookcases or something
Okay.
like that. You can find them at Target right now if you
Yep.
just go
Yep.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you at a point where you're starting to feel that stress of running out of space?
Oh, yeah.
Is that keeping you from building stuff too?
Yeah, that's basically it. Because I'll be honest, those retired sets will be built if I didn't, if
Yeah.
I had unlimited room.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
I know that's a struggle that we deal with. It would be one thing if we were, Lego fans of strictly small sets because you could display as many of those as you want almost. But
Yeah.
it seems like me personally, based off of looking what you have and what you've posted in videos,
Hmm.
you gravitate towards the big sets as well,
Yeah.
which makes it very hard to display everything. So,
Yeah, especially when most of them are like taller than like the middle parts of the shells, so I
yep,
can't display them
yep,
unless they're on the top part,
yep.
which is kind of crazy.
I
So
feel your pain.
it makes it hard for me.
Now, do you have any like kind of shelf life that you try to keep stuff flowing through to change up? Do you keep them for any set of time, or it just kind of like whatever you feel like?
I always tell myself if I don't have no emotional attachment to that set, I will let it go. That's
Okay.
the only thing I would say. But majority of the ones that I got on shelves right now, it would really be hard for me to let go. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's where I'm at too.
Hmm.
It's a struggle because obviously they're going to keep coming up with stuff, and it would be nice if there was things that you could just be like, I don't want that anymore. I'll just sell it. But you're right. There are things that are really hard to detach from,
Hmm.
which makes getting new stuff or getting new stuff and building it, I should say, makes it harder to
Exactly.
do. So,
Hmm.
so you said you have a bricks and minifig store nearby.
Yeah, I got like in Houston alone, it's like a good five.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I live. I'm up near Pittsburgh in
Ah,
Pennsylvania.
okay.
We're getting our first bricks and minifigs
No.
in the spring, and other than that, we have one Lego store, like official Lego store.
Okay.
Other than that, I have to go to Columbus, Ohio, or I have to go to Philly. So
Yeah,
it's
that's yeah. It's like four. Like if I was just to drive around Houston, it's like four Lego stores I can
that's
go to.
insane. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well,
Hmm.
that makes it hard too because then you have like instant access
Hmm.
to pretty much anything because you never know what comes through the bricks and minifig stores. I mean, that
Yeah.
stuff's like,
Well, that's what I also like about some of the bricks and minifigs because some of the new ones haven't really been doing them, but like the two older ones that's been here for a good while,
mm,
they always post whatever retired sets they get
okay,
in. And whenever I see something that I like, I just go try to buy
yeah,
it if they're still there because people come in there quicker than me or whatever.
yep,
So
yep.
yeah.
Now, so have you ever done any trading with the bricks and minifigs? Like try to do a trade buy deal, or are you just buying stuff from there?
I just buy
Okay.
them because most of the time, like I do, I sell some of this stuff. I sell it for like store credit,
Oh yeah.
and
Okay.
yeah, so I just use the store credit to
Yep.
buy most of it, or just like get a big discount on the set that I want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. No, I get it.
Mhm.
Um, all right, and then so the Lego stores that you go to, is there when you're shopping for new Lego sets? Obviously, if you see something you like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know that's something different. But do you have any themes that you like tend to gravitate? Like if you're just walking around the Lego store and you're like, oh, I didn't know that looked cool or something like that.
You mean like a theme or
Yeah, like
something,
it
or
is like for example, like City or Jurassic Park or anything like that. Do you have any themes you tend to gravitate towards?
mostly I would say icons.
Okay.
Icons or like maybe ideas
Yep.
or what's the other theme? Uh, trying to remember all the themes they have.
Too many.
Too many. Yeah, I was those probably the two
Those are the
main
two
two,
big
sure.
ones.
Because
Yeah.
to me, that
Yep.
a lot of those sets are the ones that I like really want.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and they're the ones obviously mostly aimed towards the adults, anyways.
yeah, exactly.
But I see your Harry Potter is that Gringotts behind you,
Yeah.
and then Marvel as well, right? You have Mar-
Yeah, that's my Marvel shelf up there
yep.
with the
Okay.
three modular buildings.
Yep.
And yeah, I think what is this? The Haunted Mansion that
Oh
retired,
yeah.
and
Yep.
got like Harry Potter, Hermione, and
Oh,
the
the
opposite that
Buildables.
and got
Yep.
Appa that I recently just built.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna ask you. So that was that your first mock you did?
no, that's not my first. My
Okay.
first one is down here to my right. It's
Okay.
the Houston, not that I'll say Houston, the Friends Botanical Garden set
Oh yeah.
that I made the modular building.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, I saw the app that you had on the page.
Hmm.
Really good. I'm
Yeah,
impressed. Was
yeah,
that
it's a great
any?
set.
Was that instructions or you just?
No, that was instructions. That was somebody
Okay.
just that I just bought the instructions. I got all the pieces and I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
built it. That was basically
It
it.
looks incredible. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really nice job on the instructions there.
Yeah.
Um, all right, now for themes that you say you would tend to stay away from, do you do any of the Technic? Because I know that seems to be one of the big no-nos.
You know, it's so funny about it because now that I think about it, I don't have no tech. Oh, I have one Technic set on my shelf. Um, I do have some Technic in my closet,
Okay.
but they're like the last four
Yep.
supercars.
Okay.
That's about it. Yeah. Other than that, I don't have no Technic sets.
Well, you know what? So the space is not a problem for those cars because you see they make those frames now, right? Where you can build
Mhm.
them and then you can hang them on the frames. I see some empty wall space behind you.
Yeah. Okay. So I do have shelves that I want to place on the walls.
Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah, when I run out of space, those gonna go up.
And
So yeah.
and then after the walls are filled, then that's when you start hanging stuff because that's the only other way you can go is
Hmm.
start.
I don't know about that. I don't need nothing falling on me.
Oh man, I've seen people with the planes. I just don't, or the starship. Gosh, the Star Wars ships. Um, I don't trust it. I don't trust it at
You
all.
know who
I mean,
videos I watch a lot, and he has like so many just hanging off the wall. His name is Bricks. I'm sure you've probably seen him before.
sounds familiar.
Duck
Okay.
Bricks. Yeah, if you look him up, you probably seen him
Oh,
before.
yeah. Yep. I know. He's got that massive Lego room.
Yeah, but like he has so many big ships just hanging from the wall,
Yep.
and I'm like, how does that stay up? I don't know.
Yeah. That's I don't have luck like that. So I
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh, so now, as far as other than sets go,
Mm.
do you have any interest in building like a city or any sort of like diorama that you build your own, or is that you're more of just like a sets kind of guy?
Uh, well, since I don't have to run for like a city, I mean, I would love to have one because
Mhm.
I have a that what a Marvel modulars are.
Yeah.
That whole shelf is just modular buildings.
Oh,
So,
nice. Okay.
yeah, I would love to have my own little city. Create little mocks and
Yeah.
other stuff for it.
It takes it's a lot of space, and you because we started. It was just
Mm.
supposed to build tables.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I see it behind you. Is that the
Oh
city right
yeah.
there?
Well, it's not. It's just buildings. They're all piled up over there.
Oh, okay, okay.
But we had this intention to build a city, and then it just time comes at you, and then you don't realize like how much money goes into the parts, like to build everything with it, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna drop $200 on parts to build roads. That's a Lego set I could buy, you know.
Exactly. That's the only reason that would stop me from getting into that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I will say the since you have so many bricks and minifigs, you could probably get a lot of the pieces
mm,
cheaper, like in the bulk
yeah.
buys, even the pad wall at the Lego stores. So it sounds like you have access to the supply, but it's still going to be expensive for trying
Um,
to do all that
plus,
stuff.
plus,
So
I'm a little lazy when it comes to that. I ain't trying to look through all them pieces. Yeah, that's
hey,
too much work.
hey, you know what? You're into this the food world here where
Yeah,
people bring you. Well, let's make a Lego app where people go find us pieces.
exactly. Now,
That's actually a pretty interesting idea now that I think
yeah,
about it.
that'd be cool. But now, if the bricks and minifigs had to like the pieces
Yeah,
separate to where we can pick them, that would be
yeah,
amazing. But
yeah.
yeah, I understand why they do it like that because people just
Oh,
like to bulk buy.
yeah, yeah. And then if you don't have everything mixed, then people are just going to come for those select few pieces, and then
Exactly.
you're going to be stuck with all the junk that nobody wants. So it's
Yeah, I like these
I
little
get it.
right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm.
All right, so for 20, let's go back 2024 and into this year. Have you been to any of the Lego conventions that have rolled through?
Um, I went to one in 2023. It was some random one. It was in Houston, and which is funny because they're coming back this year. Um,
Is that Brick
it
Rodeo?
was good. Huh?
Is that Brick Rodeo? Hold
Is it Brick Rodeo?
on,
I don't think
I'm
it's.
looking this.
No, I think it's another one. The Brick Rodeo, I went to. Oh, actually, I did. I went to that one last year, and I did not like that one.
No, okay.
uh, is it Brick Rodeo?
I'm
It's one
looking.
of them that they keep advertising that's going on around this time. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's at the in July. It's in the Houston Marriott Sugarland Hotel.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, that is Brick Rodeo.
Okay.
That's the one I went into
Oh,
2023. The one I'm talking
okay.
about from last year, I can't remember what it's called. Uh, they advertising it for this year as well. I'm not going because I
Not
didn't like it.
impressed.
But the
Oh,
2023 one was amazing. I did like that one for
was
sure.
that Brick Fest?
Brick Press, yes, yes, yeah. Nah, no. I was
We,
like, what is this?
yeah, no,
I think I.
we participated in that as a lug. We in the lug that I'm in up here. We had been in Brickfest. Then they did not invite us to come this year because I guess there's new ownership or something.
Mm.
So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go check it out anyways, just to see what it's like. Oh man, what a waste of my time! I will never get that hour back of my life. It was the most awful thing I've
I
ever.
think I was in there for like a good 15 minutes. uh, I was like,
The only
okay.
The only thing that kept me in there was the store. Now, granted, it was overpriced, but
Mm.
they had I'm a CMF guy, so they had a lot of the old CMFs.
Oh, really? Okay, now I didn't see all that when
Yeah,
I went.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, the prices were I can't remember. I think they were like $12 a piece. So,
Mm.
I mean, you're talking almost triple what an actual CMF costs.
Mm, yeah, basically.
Yeah, so but yeah, we actually had people from it's called the Steel City Log up here in Pittsburgh that went to
Mm.
Brick Rodeo last year, and they said it was a really nice event. So yeah, if you're, I'm not going to that one. I'm actually going to Brick World this year.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I'm going there too.
oh,
Mm.
are you? Oh,
Yeah, I am. I
sweet.
already
Then
got my tickets.
yep, same here. So are you staying local?
Um, hmm. I I wanted because they do have the hotel, I guess, connected to the
Yeah,
thing,
yep.
right? Yeah, so I might get the hotel room if they still have some
Okay,
from there. If not, I'll just get like a Airbnb that's close. Because I was just recently in Chicago, so
okay,
when I was in Chicago, I wasn't that far away from the where it's supposed to be.
yep.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
this it's going to be interesting. This is my first Brick World experience, so I'm excited to see how it goes down. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be just like mass chaos,
yeah,
but
Every, yeah. Everybody keep telling me it's going to be like
yeah,
packed chaos, just people in the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. Well, that's what's kind of it's like it's making me nervous because now that I like, there's a lot of people I want to meet now,
Hmm.
um, and then trying to manage like seeing everything, trying to meet everybody, and I'm just like, I hope I can still enjoy and not just be overwhelmed the entire time because you know.
Look, see me. Look, I'll be there, but I also gonna be trying food and other stuff
Oh,
out
that's
there
true
as well.
too.
So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, 'cause
Uh,
there's some other places I wanted to try that I didn't get to try when I was in
Okay.
Chicago. So
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, have you been to it's called I think it's called the Brick, is it the Brick Cafe in I want to say Kentucky?
oh no, I never heard of that.
So they're not like a full service restaurant, but they do serve food there. But then you can rent sets and build sets, and then they have stuff for you to buy too. But like the whole purpose is for you to come in and just rent a set, build it, have some food, put it
Mhm.
back. So it's an interesting concept. I've seen a lot of good things about it. Again, I'm just not close enough to enjoy it, but I'm guessing you'd be coming up kind of that way. So
Yep.
look it up. Maybe
No,
see if you can stop by on the way.
maybe I don't
So
know. Oh, well, I don't know
yeah.
because the does the flight go to? I don't know if it goes to Kentucky. I don't remember it going to. I don't remember the season. I don't know if it goes to Kentucky or not. I don't think so. I know it goes to like Missouri, Arkansas, something like that.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
probably close, but probably not close. It's probably
Nah,
not even
nah.
worth the stop for you because, like I said, they're not like a full service restaurant, so it probably wouldn't be worth your time anyways. But plus, you probably have all the stuff that they're renting out anyways. So
Basically.
all right. So other than that, so Brick World, and then you said maybe Brick Rodeo.
Oh, I'm sure
Any
gonna
other?
go
Okay.
there.
Okay. Yep. So then, any other big plans for the rest of the year? Any other vacations? Anything exciting going on?
uh, Vacations. I do want to go to Japan,
Ooh,
Tokyo,
okay.
whatever, for my
Yeah.
birthday. So I
Okay.
do plan to go there in September.
Okay.
So hopefully I get to go there.
Okay. Now I don't know why it's just popped up in my head. So you said so you do have a girlfriend, you said, right?
Mhm, yeah.
Now, what does she think of your
Oh,
hobby?
she loves it.
Good. Good,
She
good,
loves it.
good. Yeah.
I got her some sets. She be building some of them. Yeah, like I got a few over here that's for her.
Okay.
She still haven't
Okay.
built them yet, but
Yeah.
you know, she still got to build a flower set that she has at her house. So
Okay.
yeah, she likes them.
That's good.
Hmm.
You know, I found those botanical sets are really nice to decorate a house with.
Yes,
Um,
yes, because she's a plant person, so
okay. Yeah.
that works for her. Yeah.
Well, I'd say it's extra good for her because she doesn't have to worry about watering it. It always is nice and green and
Exactly.
colorful. And
Yeah, exactly.
you know, that's the thing about Legos. You know, it's just like you can enjoy it. Have you guys ever done like a build together?
Uh, yeah, her Vespa.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's nice. It's like a nice hobby that you can share with somebody else.
Hmm.
And then you can use like you get to
That's in the
build it
comments right
together.
now.
And then oh yeah.
Look, she said the birds of paradise.
Okay. Yep.
Yes, that's what.
Yep.
Yeah, I still gotta get that for her.
Wow, now you're called out on it. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep on you for that one. But yeah, it's a nice hobby to share and get to enjoy together, and then you get to display it. So
yeah.
it's not like a wasted hobby. So
Exactly.
yeah. So now, if I'm not mistaken, as far as your socials go, so again, you're on Instagram here under Eric Bricks. You're on TikTok as Eric Bricks, correct?
Yeah, same
Okay.
name,
Yep.
same.
And then Eric Eats is your other
Yeah.
Instagram account.
Yeah. Instagram is Eric Eats HTX, which stands for like
Okay.
Houston.
Yep.
And on
Okay.
TikTok, if you want to follow me, it's just Eric Eats. That's
Okay.
basically it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, as well, right?
Yeah. For both of them. Yeah. Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. For both of
for what you do between all the platforms, is it all the same content, or do you ever like try to focus one thing on one platform, or they're pretty
them.
much all the same?
They the same. Whatever I post on Instagram, it's most likely gonna go on
Yep.
TikTok or vice versa. It just depends.
Okay. So what
Yeah.
now? What would you say? Because I've been curious because I haven't gone on TikTok and I'm not on technically not on YouTube yet.
Mhm.
What would you say is like the main differences from your standpoint of how they operate?
Ooh, yeah, they definitely
Yeah.
operate different, especially
Yes. Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is it's easy, but it's not easy
Okay.
because you can easily just go viral on there, but they can also just not push a video up
Okay.
at
Yep.
all. I mean,
Yep.
that happens to me a lot. Instagram, I don't know. It just depends. I guess it just depends on like what hashtags you use
Okay.
or how the content is. I don't know.
Yep.
It's kind of hard. I guess because I've been doing Instagram for 6 years with the food page. It's just I kind of know what to do
Yeah.
on it with the
Yep.
TikTok, so it kind of makes it a little easier for me.
Okay. I
Yeah.
uh, I keep getting these ad things that pop up like you need to do these 6 things now. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, why does everybody say I need to do 6 different things?
Yeah, I don't do any of them. I mean, sometimes it just happens on
Yeah.
its own, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
try to.
That's what I find interesting. How like just one thing you do, it just randomly takes off, and it's just like,
Mhm.
why? Like, what made that so special that day? You know, it just
Yeah, like the I don't know. It's one of my pin videos on Instagram.
uh
Um, the one that got so many likes,
oh,
and
is that the one with the female in it?
yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yep.
And ever since I posted that video, it's the reason why I got what 25,000 followers now.
You know,
Like
it's
at that,
funny though. I've seen some reuses of that,
yeah,
and they haven't gone anywhere. So it just
yeah. What about when I posted that video? I was at like 6,000 followers.
okay.
Yeah, and
It just popped off like that.
So I was like,
That's crazy.
what's going on? I was
Yeah.
like, all it takes is just one video. That's all it takes, just
Yeah.
one video.
Yeah. And you never know what it's going to be too.
Yeah.
Like we said, now was that one that took you a lot of time, or did you just you just had the idea and went with it?
I saw somebody else do it with like another hobby,
Okay.
and I just took the idea, just did it with Lego. Um, yeah, I just picked 5 random
That
sets
was
that
it.
was in my. Actually, I try to pick sets that I know people will probably gravitate
Yep.
to. Yeah, so that's all I did.
Okay. All
Took me
right.
a
So
couple of minutes.
find a video like that for myself. Pick 5 random sets. Let go and see what happens.
Exactly.
I will get 100 views. No, we'll
Hey,
see.
I
We'll
know.
play it by ear. You never know.
I know.
So,
I know.
all right. Anything else you have that you want to toss out there?
Not really. Let me see anything. Not really.
No.
I
Okay.
can't think of them right now. Yeah,
Well, I would love to check in. Obviously, I hope to see you at Brick World.
I am. Appreciate
I'd
it. See.
also I'd love to check in with you like later on in the year, see how you've been doing, see what's going on,
Yeah.
see what good food you've been eating,
Hey, man.
because I'm interested. So,
I'm always, ready to talk about food.
well, maybe we should have a food chat because that could be a fun one. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know.
Sounds like a plan. Everybody, again, make sure you're following Eric. Again, Instagram, EricBricks. Eric Eats HTX is the other Instagram page. YouTube, Eric Eats.
Eats. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I
It's
don't
all on his
know.
Instagram page. Check his
just,
Instagram
just,
page.
yeah. Just check the Instagram and TikTok. Just worry about those
It's
two. You
all
don't have to worry
there.
about YouTube. Yeah. You don't know
It's
right.
all there.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following him. Great guy, amazing Lego collection, hilarious with the reels.
Mm,
And as I just recently found out, dedicated foodie, as I mentioned. So enjoy that content as well.
mm.
Eric, I appreciate you taking the time to stop by
Hey,
tonight.
hey, man. Of
Definitely
course.
enjoyed our time.
Hey, of course. Hey, man. I
So
appreciate the invite.
for sure. Yep.
Glad to talk.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I would love to actually get to meet you at Brick World. And then, yeah, we'll check in again later this year. So,
Hey, man.
all
Let
right.
me know.
Sounds good. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. I will post this. It'll get collab between Eric's and my page. You can go back, rewatch if you missed anything, or rewatch the whole thing.
Mhm.
So, all right. Well, hey, have a good weekend. Appreciate you, and we'll see you soon.
Hey, man. You
All
too
right.
as well.
All right. Thanks. See you guys. Have a good night. All
Bye.
right. Bye.